All right, my favorite place to go, everybody. It's called the post office. It's called mailing money out every day of my life. Every day of my life. For the most part, what I do is I mail money out, pay bills, and mail money out every day of my life. And thank God I got money to even do that in all reality. So, not to bitch here, but here's Tango and Willow. Now, having them with me limits my fun time and going where I want to go and do something. So, with that being said, I gotta get them home. There's a guy in his Ford Platinum. It's incredible. It's incredible how much money these vehicles have turned. I mean, it's just, is it beyond believable of where we are in the price of cars? It's beyond believable. You know, you just gotta wonder, man. I mean, the car industry's had a hell of a run, everybody. Car industry is coming close to 20 years. If you think it through, it wasn't until 2008. So we're definitely at basically 20 years of a hell, close to it. I mean, if you take 2005 plus 20 is what? 20 years. Is that right? So it wasn't really until 2008 that the industry went through the hardships. So you'd have to say that, what is it? A 22-year run? Does that sound right? Yeah, we've had now a 22-year, 20-plus year. Even for me, that's hard to believe. That just can't be. Or should I say it's been a 15-year run. If you took the financial crisis, you just go to 2010. So it's been a good 15 years of the industry has not been in a catastrophe mode. That's so I guess we could look at it. But you go 20 years ago, 2005, the industry was just kicking butt. Here is Leesburg Dodge. Dallas Dodge. What do they got? Ooh, they took a Bronco already? The dealer, yeah, it's incredible how fast you see these brand new vehicles that literally are turned in. And but their inventory for the Dodge Ram is definitely very light. But Stellantis is taking a killing. New Kia dealer that they're making, which that'll be a nice setup. Yeah, so the for the record, slow down here. Oh, got a call. All right, everybody, got a real truck riding dog. What do they want to do? They want to hang their nose out the window. That's what they want to do. Yeah. Good old Willow and Tango getting a good old taste of riding around the truckie. They like it. They get a change of pace for the day, everybody. Willow and Tango got a chance to get off the property. They don't. It's the thing about it, if you ever think about animals, us humans, it's pretty incredible how many animals never really see the sights that we see. Now, some do, but for the most part, they don't. So if you really kind of like for Willow and Tango, as far as I know, they've never been to Tennessee. They've never been to Florida. They really haven't been much anywhere than just on the property that I own. That's been their life. And I've had many dogs like that, where the only life they know is that property that they live on. Isn't that something? But there's people too. There are people as well that's all they know. Like, I know for a fact that there's just people in my own backyard that haven't traveled much, and they've spent their whole life here. And that's all they never really have gone and seen the sights, scenery. And so their whole livelihood has just been, the world they've lived in is just this right here. They never ever really went and saw sights. And yet, then you have some people that all they've done is travel the world to see the different parts of the world. Yeah, in so many ways, it wasn't for me moving around the country when I was younger, I would be borderline that category. And it wasn't for me having family in Tennessee and Florida, it would borderline be me, the guy that just has lived here most of his life and just stays right in this immediate area for the most part. We all get fixated on just the lifestyle you live, and as you get older, it just becomes so much easier just not to go anywhere. And that's what I was telling my dad. I was like, it's incredible how much I've come to Florida to visit, but yet nobody from Florida has come to visit me. It's been it's been a good 10 years. I think the last time my mom and dad came up to Virginia was 2015. I'm pretty confident that was the year. Which is even hard for me to believe that that's when my wife's aunt passed away. And my dad was up here, and I had that B5 blue Dodge Charger SRT package that I put a lot of miles on. I think I put about 30,000 miles on that damn vehicle. That was a great vehicle that I special ordered. And I remember my dad and I riding around that a lot. But I think that was the last time that my father was here. And then as far as my sisters and my brother, it has to have been, I would say, 15 plus years. I would say that it had to be at least 15 plus years. I would say, yeah. So, what do you do? And then even for me, I feel guilty in some ways of not being down there to be with my father and be with my sisters and brother. But then it's like, yeah, but, it's like, you never come here to see me. I've inquired to my dad about coming up here. I just don't think he's going to do it. I don't know if my dad doesn't have the confidence to. My dad, unfortunately, is now more than ever starting to use a walker because he's very concerned about his walking capability and falling down and getting hurt. So my dad, whether you realize it or not, my dad now more than ever uses a walker. So his whole physical capabilities have changed. And so for me, even for me, I have mixed feelings about bringing my father up here and exposing him to my dogs. And all it would take is one of my dogs to knock him down, and he breaks a hip, shoulder, something happens, and then now I'm the bad guy. So to me, it just isn't. It's not worth it. And my dad literally has medical appointments like every week. My dad, that was a running joke. We were down there in Florida with my daughter, was all we do is drive. That's the running joke. As you get older, all you do is visit the doctors. My dad literally, for the most part, and when my mom was alive, it was every single week, at least 2 times a week, minimum, we were going to doctor's offices. Yeah. That's what you evolved to. Anytime I see a rollback or anything, I think, is that coming to see me today? I wish it would. I mean, hell, the faster I get those F-150 trucks off my out of my driveway, personal property tax and insurance, and then the Harley, same thing, insurance, more about insurance, personal property tax. Yeah, so come get the damn things. But this morning I was talking about how Harley-Davidson Financial now, as of yesterday, had shut down my online management of making payments on those motorcycles. Now, the one lady, she couldn't see that, and since I called them and told them what's going on, she felt like today I'd be able to get back in there to manage my accounts. And that's something I was getting all riled up about with Ford. Last year when the repos started, Ford turned off my online capability to manage my accounts. So it turned into very challenging times of me managing those accounts and making payments, where now I was forced to go through a whole voice prompt over the phone payment program, and it's the biggest drag in the world. It takes forever. And by that point, I was like, you know what, Ford? I'm done. Just come get all your crap. Just come get all your crap. You're just being assholes. And I talked about this morning on my channel about how ridiculous that is, that they just want to, and it's somebody in the background going, oh, I know how to handle this guy. Yeah, I'm going to take care of this guy. You know, yeah, it's like, screw you, dude. Screw you. You're an asshole. Yeah, I'd have no problem you sitting in front of me right now and say you're an asshole. Why did you shut down all my accounts? So some accounts went sour. So now you just spoil everything else because you're the man in power. Oh, you're the man in charge at Ford. Well, when you're not in Ford's office, who are you then, huh? Huh? Who are you then, Mr. Big Guy? Or Mrs. Big Shot Lady? Yeah, you're just a peon that works for Ford, only hoping you get paid another paycheck so you cannot be in the predicament I'm in. Oh, it's old. It's a dog's world, everybody. That's what we live in. This guy here in this Honda Passport, all they do is put their brake lights on. That's all they do. So what they do, they're a right lefty. You know what that means? You know how many people out there drive with their right and left foot? It's not legal. That is actually illegal because you get confused when you get into a traffic accident of which pedal to push down to stop. So you have no idea. I have personal family members that drive right and left, right, left, right, left. So that's what that person is. That person has their foot on the right and has their left foot on the brake pedal. And once again, what people understand is if you get in a car accident and your automatic instinct is to use your right foot, then you just accelerated the car into a car crash. This stuff goes on all the time. Yep. And I'm beating the craziness. So this person, see, they just ride their brakes. I guarantee you, people work in shops laugh their ass off at how many cars come in with little to no miles, and the brake pads are gone. And why? Because it's like this person here. They're stopping, and they ride their brake all day long. That's all they do. Man, this is a major. I don't know. I've never heard anybody on my channel explain to me what this is. What is that? And that just reinforces how many people don't listen to my whole videos. That's what cracks me up. I'm like the David Lee Roth guy that sends out a contract for a company to build out the stadium, the concert, the platform, all the stuff to perform on a stage. And I put in there no brown M&Ms in the M&M bowl. Be sure to lay out when the whole thing is done. I want a bowl of M&Ms, and then the fine line says, but no brown M&Ms in the M&M bowl. And when David Lee Roth got to the concert venue, and he saw brown M&Ms, he knew that the people who put the stage together, they didn't read line by line of everything they have to do. So this is like on my YouTube channel. I know I make so many comments and then nobody responds, and I know they didn't listen to the whole channel, which I get it. It's a lot of content. It's a lot of talking. So it cracks me up on how I bring up questions and then people never even respond or talk about what I talked about. So who the hell knows what all that piping is, all the different colors. What is that? Is that natural gas? Is that natural gas, fiber optic, blah, 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 blah? I have no idea. I haven't looked it up either. I was waiting for somebody on my channel to tell me what that is. I figured somebody out there would probably Google it while they're watching my video and then tell me that they're smarter than me by telling me what it is. And then you feel good about yourself because you helped me, which I like that. Hey, can I help you? I don't know. I don't think so. Oh, what the hell was that? Oh, no, this is so funny. This is now listening to me through my Android phone through my truck. It just literally said everything I just said, like an Alexa. It's a Gemini. All right, we're coming down the home stretch. Should we shut the hell up? And then I'll just post this video later today. And then look for the comments later on. See if Snoop Dogg listen to my video. Yeah, Snoopy. Well, I could just say Snoopy, I guess. Maybe the Snoop Dogg's a little too offensive. Maybe I should just say Snoopy. Snoopy. Remember Snoopy? The cartoon character? Yeah. So you're all Charlie Brown. Remember all that, everybody? It's archaic stuff. See if anybody's standing at my gate waiting to get in. Let's see if the Harley Repo guy's sitting here waiting for me to come home. Sitting in his car up the street with the binoculars. Yeah, man, this guy's an asshole. I can't get into his property. Wow, my fence, that's the highest I let my grass go, but I don't care. I don't care. Oh, the dogs. Let's see what love letter I got today. Alright, good news is no love letters today. Chill, sneaky breath, Willie. So now my projects are Ginger needs 2 pills a day. These dogs need 2 ointments a day. What else? It just doesn't end. Oh my gosh. And then I gotta take the dogs back. These guys have to go back for a checkup of their eyes 2 weeks from now. And then I gotta take the Wheaton Terriers back for their lepto. Just so you know, I'm doing all the lepto shots just so to you know, shut the hell of it's just shut the damn comments down. All the dogs are getting lepto shots, just so everybody knows, okay? All the dogs are got lepto shots, which that's a good thing. I don't disagree, okay? Are you going to be a good little commenter today? All right, time to get out of the big rig. And yes, it is easier to get in and out of this rig than that damn Colorado. Whew. I was going to myself the other day, just for shits and grins, let's get this thing to go to 37s on that. Oh, here comes Brian. All right, didn't we just do this earlier, huh? Didn't we just do this earlier, little boy? There's good old... Come on there, rebel boy. Come on, look how big Rebel is in that cage. He is a big dog. I mean, he's like twice the size of Gypsy. The good thing is, they really do all get along. Come on, let's go on out and get them out of here. Because you know what to do? They want to stay in. Once they get out of that hot, taste that hot, what better idea? I mean, you got to have ice water today because you go through so many water bottles. Get on back. Oh my gosh. Woo! Back to the heat, everybody. Hot. Hey, Ronaldo, I like your idea. He says maybe I would be a hit in the YouTube, the social media, if I ever got a class action lawsuit to go against all these asshat dealers and financiers that lend money to people that shouldn't be buying things. I mean, it's the truth, everybody. I can guarantee you there are so many people who've been in the car industry that would say, yeah, there's no doubt. I witnessed it all day long in my dealership. The people don't need to be buying things. And even you as a salesperson kind of feel guilty. You're pushing the envelope. I see it in the finance office. You really think, why does this guy really need to get rid of this vehicle? And they see him sign off on these huge payments, and the car salesman guy and the manager, they know that this guy's buried up to his ass in debt on a vehicle they're buying, and they have to hold their breath. I mean, they literally have to hold their breath on knowing that it's a huge mistake. I can guarantee you that you'd have one witness after another, especially any of these people that got out of the industry because they just got sick of seeing how people got screwed all the time. I mean, sincerely, at what point do you feel good about yourself as an individual selling something where you know the person's screwed? They got a huge car payment, and then they got a huge equity of the vehicle that they'll never be able to get rid of the thing. You really feel good about yourself about that? Do you really? I mean, sincerely. How do you hold that position as a job? I'm sorry. I'm calling out you car I don't care if you're my friend in the car industry or not. I'm going to call you out because your industry is tarnishing. It's ruining so many people's lives because of the unfairness of how the industry gets away with the devious things that they do, which they do. They do. And it's the only reason that they do it is because it's money in their pocket. They don't give two shits about you after that's over. And some people are like, yeah, they do. No, they don't. None of these car people I bought 50 cars from, 100 cars from, they don't call me. They never reach out and say, hey man, how you doing? How's it been going? Nothing. Goose egg, zero. They don't give two shits about you. They don't give a shit. All they care about is you come to the dealership and give them money. Other than that, it's like a whore. That bitch ain't gonna give you nothing till you give her money. If you think she's gonna come see you for free, you're a freaking idiot. So yeah, am I riled up? I am riled up because we live in a society in this country where this car industry dominates the economy and runs it, and it really is gone too far. The inequities of cars, values, to the amount of money's being buried into these cars, and to the hardships, the people like me that are getting killed. It's not right, it's not fair, and you as an individual should be the first to raise your hand if you're doing this and say, you know what, you're right. You're right, it isn't fair, and the laws and the rules ought to be rewritten to make it where it's not the abuse of the car industry that it's done to the consumers of this country. So, shut the hell up, right? No, I'm not going to shut the hell up. Alright, we're back to the compound. And everybody's saying do the Honda Afro Twin exhaust. And I'm like, I don't feel like doing it. I'm not motivated to, just not there. Just not there at this moment to do that. To say that maybe I will be later, it's possible. Alright, it's getting the big ass truck, and Brian, get back in, he can. There's a big ass truck. Alright, gotta get everything out of the truck. I just remember get the meds. I gotta do my laundry. Yeah. I gotta get my laundry out of the camper, go to the house. That is a little bit of a project, everybody. But now here I am over here on this side of the truck. Get this out, get the meds out, and haven't driven the Charger lately. That was up, believe it or not. It's just stupid ass payments. I was 2 payments behind on that car. So I just had to make a major payment on that car. And Stellantis Financial is sending me notices of repossession if I don't pay them a big chunk of money right now. But it's like, yeah, I scheduled a payment a week ago to make a big payment on the 29th. And I've even had the people call. I even called them and said, don't you see on your side that I called last week trying to make a payment? I could not make a missed payment. They forced you to make both payments. So I'm like, what a freaking joke, man. What a joke. What a joke. So now I said, okay, forget it then. I'll just go ahead and make 2 payments. 2 payments. And it gave me to the 29th of July to make that payment. But I still have these thoughts. It got an email. So I said, let me ask you a question. Don't you see in your system that I put a payment for July 29th for the 2 missed payments, which are house payments? And then a little while back, then basically 6 hours later, the guy responds, oh, okay, I see. But I'm thinking, doesn't your system update this crap? I mean, with all this technology around us, it's the biggest joke in the world, everybody. All you hear about is all this intelligence, all the technology, but the most simplest things around us still are totally screwed up. So here I am, my little bag to go do laundry. And what's cool about the summertime is I'm not going through, since you wear the Crocs, you're not really going through socks. Since I'm wearing shorts, I'm not really going through tons of shorts, and I'm swimming so much that, borderline, it's like, do I even have to, in the evening sometimes I don't even wear my shirt most of the night. It's like, do I even need to launder my shirt? So over to the house for laundry time. You know, it's incredible. Ever since my daughter has left, it's insane. The amount of trash is like nothing like it used to be. The amount of laundry is nothing like it used to be. The amount of the dishwasher and sink being full to the brim is nothing like it used to be. Nothing. It's crazy to think of my daughter, how much more that went on when she was here. No, you stay here. So the dog just went outside, right? But now they're wanting to go back inside. Now what happens is, I hate this damn freaking technology. Get away. No. So once they get in, then they don't want to go back out. No. And I don't want that. I want these dogs outside. My theory is, to leave the dogs outside, I don't care if it's too hot, it wears them down. Worst thing you can do is to freaking lock up dogs all day long. They are wound up. All right, time for the laundry. Yeah, the washing machines and dryers I've bought since I've lived here, you have no idea. It's beyond believable. Yeah, running laundry and a dryer, man, this is huge amounts of energy, water. Some people just don't get it. I mean, some people, they're clueless. I mean, you running your washing machine, your dryer. I mean, we used to do this like all the time. And now it's insane. It's nothing like it used to be. So not wanting to call out my daughter, but wow, you know what's incredible is I do my own laundry. I do all my own cooking. I do all my own shopping. But I've been doing this for the most part most of my married life. My wife definitely has done laundry when I lived in the house. But ever since I've moved out of the house, I mean, for the record, I do laundry 99% of the time. My wife has pitched in here or there, but for the most part, I do all my laundry. But for most of my marriage, I've always been the person going to the grocery store, getting all the food, making all the meals. I've done that my whole life. And when I got married, I even said to myself, when I get married, it's for some reason, people are programmed when you get married, then now that all of a sudden, all of your responsibilities are your spouse's problem. This is a very big problem. And I frown upon it because I witness it in my own family, that a man marries a woman, and now the woman's problem is what he can't do shit for. He doesn't do shit for. He doesn't do his own freaking laundry. He doesn't go to the store to get food. He doesn't make food. He doesn't do shit. Doesn't clean the fucking house. To me, it's like you are lazy. You're a lazy ass. You really are. And so many men do abuse that. I'm not saying it doesn't go the other direction, because I can hold my breath on that one. When man takes care of a woman, yeah, I'll hold my breath on that. But the point is, I see this shit all the time, where people get married, and all of a sudden, the woman is the maid and the slave. What? Yes. Yeah, it's ridiculous. So, I never been like that, and I never will be like that. I can take care of myself. Always have. Always will, till whatever happens to me where I can't, and then just shoot me. That's fine. Having this little smaller phone helps a little bit, but not a lot. My right shoulder's killing me from talking to you guys. It's definitely a huge challenge doing social media and holding a phone in your right hand to bring content and video. Yeah, this is a lot. This takes a lot out of you. It takes a lot out of me. And I'm not lying. I can barely pick up my right arm. I can barely pick it up. Yeah. This whole right shoulder is destroyed. And it's years ago from dropping my Harley motorcycle, but then I think it's even more so now today, that every day of my life I get out of bed and I pick up this phone and I have to use it to video. And it wouldn't matter if it be the left one. You're not going to escape. You can get a stick. You still have to elevate your arm in a certain position. So it is what it is. There's a reward there, everybody. You know, for the interaction of having friends through the social media has been a lot of fun. It definitely has its rewards, but the financial side, there's just, it's very disappointing. Very disappointing. But such is life. That's just the way it is. Everybody wants to be a superstar, but the reality is most will never, ever be a superstar, including you and including me. And so such is life. there it is. What I got to do? Well, I got to take care of business, and I'm sick of talking. So talk to you later, and have a great day. God bless.